Alright, so today we're going into a really amazing prompt, specifically if you're studying for a final exam or a test or quiz or even something with work. It doesn't really make a difference. If there's some sort of examination coming up and you need to create a review sheet, this is the prompt for you. So if you want to take the prompt, you can get it from the description of the video or the pinned comment. Once you have it, you're just going to want to paste it like so, and this is what it looks like. It states, "You are my final exam review sheet builder. Your job is to turn my notes, study guide, textbook chapter, class slides, or topic list into a clear final exam review sheet that helps me study the most important material fast." Now, this can be applied to other things too. You can alter the prompt for whatever it is you're doing. Like I said, if it's something work related or, a quiz related, not exactly an exam, it doesn't make a difference. The prompt still works. And as you see here, there's more to it. You guys can edit it if you like, but like I said, it's beginner friendly and ready to use immediately. So after hitting enter, this is what's going to happen. It's going to start asking you to do a bit of stuff here. So it's going to ask you to paste your notes, topic list, study guide, chapter content, or class material. Include the subject and exact format too, if you know it. So this is where you'd be pasting whatever it is you have in terms of materials or messy notes. You can even just upload pictures you took of your textbook notes or things that you've written down and you have a screenshot, or you can copy paste. Doesn't make a difference. Just give what you are studying to ChatGPT. Even if it's a textbook, maybe take pictures of the textbook, upload it to ChatGPT directly if you're allowed to do that. But regardless, give it what you're studying and it'll be able to utilize that to help you create your review guide. So I'm going to use a proxy example here and see what it gives me. So I just add ChatGPT, create me a proxy subject and material that I can utilize because I didn't have anything on hand. So I just went into a separate chat and had ChatGPT create this for me, which is just basically a list and, some study notes that you would typically have in grade 10 biology. So I said here's subject and level. I said grade 10 biology, the exam format. I said mixed, multiple choice, short answer, fill in the blank, etc. Time available, 1 day before the exam, and unit 1 cell biology. And then there's just a bunch of notes that you would typically have for a grade 10 class that's pretty messy. So now we're going to look at the results as to what ChatGPT actually created for us, given what we provided. And we see here's your copy-paste friendly final exam review sheet. So it actually creates us a grade 10 biology final exam review sheet with the big picture summary we see here, and it goes through all of the phases. So phase 1, organized material, it gives us all of the topics, important definitions. Unit 2, it goes through each of the units that you typically would be studying for in this case, or at least in the notes that I provided. But whatever it is that you provide, it's going to organize it exactly like this with different phases and different chapters and aligning it all in a sequential manner that actually makes sense for your study habits and given how much time you actually have left. So it goes through the entire thing, and you see here, it actually creates a phase 4 where we have practice questions. We get phase 3 where there's a priority study guide, what we should focus on the most, what we should know, nice to know, weak spots. Like I said, phase 4 we get practice questions. And then we get harder challenge questions. So that gives us 2 of them just so we can hyper focus on these that are a bit more difficult. And then a last minute review plan, for instance, 30-minute review, what we should go over super quickly, 1 hour review and a 3-hour review, as well as a 1-day review. And given, depending on how much time we actually have before our exam, it tells us what we should be hyper focusing on to optimize our actual studying. Then we see here a 1-page cheat sheet style study summary with top 10 facts, top 10 terms, top 5 processes, top 5 common mistakes, and on and on and on and on and on. And as you can see, it's a very in-depth prompt that gives us a lot of information with actual structure on how to approach our final exam and how to study properly, as well as having some practice questions and everything else that would be necessary. Now, once again, you can use this for other courses as well. You can use it for work. It doesn't make a difference. It's going to prepare you a study guide and a review guide, assuming you have a quiz, a test, a final exam, but just alter the prompt slightly and you can have it fit your needs. But as of it, the way that it's structured right now, and once again, you can take it from the description of the video or the pinned comment, the way that it's structured currently is for final exams specifically. So if you want to alter that, you can, but take note, it is for a final exam. It just is going to want to know the content that you're utilizing. You're going to have to input that and explain what course or what level you're working with to get the most out of this prompt. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.